This is exactly why you get a pre-purchase inspection.
Correct.
Number one.
Yep.
So where were we? So brake rotors are pretty much rooted, full of oil leaks. The tyre doesn't match, not that big of a deal. Headlights are a bit blurry, not the worst. I'm going to crawl underneath and have a look. Guys, then we can check for some structural stuff as well. Certain you need the gas certificate. I'll double check that you need the gas certificate to work some stuff out. Just for some context, the buyer told me that the seller told him that there shouldn't be anything really wrong with it and that you should be able to get a roadworthy pretty straightforward. So the guy who wanted to buy it called me, and as you can see, there is just non-stop issues with the vehicle. Now, it's one thing to sell a vehicle as it is, no reg or roadworthy, that's fine, but you got to let someone know when it's got this many issues. I mean, this thing was pouring oil out everywhere. So many bushings were just completely gone. It had an exhaust leak, all this wiring just wrapped up everywhere. You can see this massive leak coming from the back of the gearbox. So it's one of those ones where at the end of the day, this is why you pay to get it done and have someone look at it, because this guy doesn't know anything about cars, and it's just one of those issues where it can snowball into just a horror story. But as you can see, there's a fair few things wrong with it. You cannot transfer a vehicle in Queensland without a gas certificate and without the tank being less than 10 years old. You can see it's got a leaky diff. There's just so many things wrong with it, so
290,000.
thought we'd let him know. And it was just cleaned. That was the funny part. The engine bay was cleaned, yet there was still so much oil everywhere. And there's just random things going on everywhere, as you can see here, and just things not plumbed up right. Vacuum leaks, this, that, the other, exhaust leaks, and just a ton of oil leaks, like I said before. But so this is one of the reasons why you want to get an inspection done. I gave the guy who wanted to buy this car my number and just told him, hey, listen, shoot me a text with any ads you have wanting me to look at the vehicles and I'll take a look. The floor here was very soft. I was just checking the windows here, and if you look at the roof, you can see that it's got a bit of filler through it there. So yeah, it's one of those ones where you want to avoid. Talk to you about a couple of things.
Yeah, no worries.
I won't sweat. Diff has got a lot of play in it.
Okay, yeah.
Clunking on tail or uni joints are rooted.
Yeah.
Shocks are pretty average, especially this front right.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Alright, here we go. So, this is exactly why you get a pre-purchase inspection.
Correct.
Number one.
Yep.
You got the right guy here, because by the end of this, you're going to fucking be thanking your lucky stars.
Yep.
The thing is completely stuffed. Like,
Okay. Yep.
I'm telling you not to buy it.
No, I won't buy it. I won't buy it.
I don't tell people to buy cars. I say, hey, listen, everything this, that, and the other, because it's not a liability on me.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So every single thing that could be leaking underneath is pissing out oil. All the bushings on the sway bar links are completely ripped to shreds. That's why it's clunking around so bad as well.
Yeah.
Ball joints and front shocks have been completely destroyed. Like, you can feel the knocking so hard in it.
Yeah.
The rotors are completely worn to fucking nothing. You can feel that diff every time.
Yeah.
Watch this when we go over here. You hear it rattle.
I heard it. Yeah.
So I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I wouldn't, and I'll show you some of the stuff I found, and you can feel free to check me out on some other videos. You'll never get roadworthy for it, man. Like, how are you going to transfer a gas certificate as well? This is one of those stories where you'll think, by the time, oh, it seems good, take it to a mechanic shop, he lifts it up and he says, mate, what the fuck's going on? The exhaust is chopped up the back where the muffler's supposed to be, the bunch of oil over it. The rear seal on the gearbox is just pouring out.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd never buy a car without getting someone like you to do an inspection on it. So
pouring out. And the sway bar has, the CV boots have been cleaned. The sway bar has about this much CV grease caked all over it. Like, it's all just been washed, cleaned, and up the top on the roof here has been
Yeah.
sealed. Where the,
Yeah.
like I can see it's been bogged up because it's
Yeah.
got the rust there.
Yeah.
Walk away, just forget about it.
Yeah, mate, I will. Yeah.
Save yourself a
Thanks for
fucking
that.
nightmare.
Yeah, no, that's the purpose of getting you out.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a company. I'm do everything myself. I got my own reputation to
Yeah.
keep.
Yeah.
I could say, okay, here's a big list, X, Y, Z. Fuck that, walk away. Just a quick wrap up. David would send me links to a few different vehicles that he was interested in. I'd have a look through them, give him a brief rundown on what I thought, and then from there we'll organise another inspection and see if we can find a winner.